Good morning, everyone. It's Ebony, and this is The Identity of She. The Identity of She is all about self love, female empowerment, being free in your identity, no matter your shape, size, sexuality, how you choose to identify. And it's all about loving yourself through everything that you might be going through in your life. Okay. So today we are going to get into some nerd shit. All right. What is nerd shit? Funny, entertaining, nerdy stuff that might be useful to you. So this episode is all about social media and why and how you could potentially use social media to start a business, grow your business, or how you can use social media to generate revenue. I am a classic nerd. I love to research stuff. I love to see what's going on in terms of what's trending and everything like that. And I know that there's a lot of creators out there, a lot of business owners out there, a lot of aspiring business owners out there, a lot of aspiring artists out there. And I thought, why not have an episode where we break down how to use social media, why to use social media, and how that you could possibly start a business, grow a business, elevate your brand, elevate yourself in a sense of how you can create a social presence. Okay. And how you can do this in 2024, because it was different in 2020 and 2021, 2022, but now we're in 2024. So what is trending, what's going on, and how do we either create a presence or grow our audience with social media? Okay. And this is stuff that because like I said, I'm a nerd. So this is stuff I'm looking up every single day. All right. So first, let's get into why. Like, why is this even important? Like, Ebony, why is this even important? Like, I already have a job. I already am doing X, Y, and Z. Okay, friend, I understand. I'm sure you have a job. I'm sure you already are doing so much in your life. However, you probably already have an Instagram account. You might already have a TikTok, and you might already have a business. You might have started a business maybe 10, 15 years ago, and you might still have some stuff that's still sitting in your closet that you might want to get rid of. You might have stuff that you want to resell. You might have furniture that you might want to rejuvenate and flip furniture. You might want to get into real estate, right? Or get your real estate license. And you might want to use social media to do that, regardless of what kind of industry you're in. Social media can help elevate your brand and really push you to be more successful. Okay. So that is why I think this message is important for everybody. This episode will be important for everybody. Okay. You may be thinking like, oh, social media is so hard. It's so hard to like generate a following, to have a presence, to post content, things like that. But I really want you to understand the why. Why are you even on social media in the first place? Now, for some people, social media is just a fun place to post content and engage with your friends. If that's you, that's totally fine. But if you have a business, or if you work for yourself, or if you are an aspiring artist, an aspiring influencer, an aspiring creator, why not do some of these things to be able to kind of elevate yourself, post more, post frequently, and be able to kind of elevate, get on this platform, stay on this platform, and potentially generate some revenue, get some followers, get some viewers, and use social media in a way that can help you generate income, right? Can we all use extra money, right? When I sat and thought about how we can create extra money in a fast and easy and sustainable way, my mind kept going back to social media. And I mean, there's other things out there. You can definitely drive Uber. You can definitely do Uber Eats. You can definitely get a second job. However, what do you have that is everywhere you go? What are you using every second of the day? You're using text messages, you're using GPS, you're using all of these things. You're using your damn phone every single second of the day. So why not use that phone to generate income? Okay. So tune into this episode and let's talk about the effects and how you can use social media to generate income. Okay. So the first thing that you should do is figure out your why. Like, what is the purpose of it? Okay. Is the purpose to be to grow your following as an aspiring artist, as an aspiring designer? Maybe you're a painter, maybe you're a photographer. What is your why? I think so many people get on social media and they have no fucking clue what they want to do or who they want to be or what kind of persona they want to share. Even if you're just using the platform just to engage with friends and family, figure out what kind of content you want to post and why you're even doing it in the first place. Social media can be very, very challenging. And if you're not using it for a purpose, why even be on the platform? If it's just there just so you can have a representation of who you are, still understand your why. Like, what is the purpose of being on the platform? Okay. So let's understand that. Why do I even have an Instagram account? All right. So that's the first thing. Second thing is you need to figure out your niche. What is your niche? Your specific area of interest that you feel you are an expert in and that you feel you can get the most clientele in. It's so important to pick a specific niche and not just I do real estate. Like, everybody does real estate. Everybody is a realtor, but maybe I do real estate for single moms. I help single moms find homes. Okay. I help single females find homes. Okay. Maybe you're a relationship expert and you help single people in 2024 come together and find significant others to be with. All right. Maybe you're a clothing brand owner. And again, don't just be like, oh, I design t-shirts. I just come up with random statements. Like, what is your niche? Think about your audience and what specific audience you are trying to attract. For me and my niche, like, as you guys know, I'm a clothing brand owner. I've been a clothing brand owner since 2015, and I joined Instagram about, I would say 2017 is when I got on the platform, and a lot has changed. But for me, my niche is essentially anybody that believes in body positivity, anybody that loves body positive and inspiring and encouraging messages. But because my clientele is and my apparel goes from sizes small to 5XL, it heavily relies on girls that are size XL and 2XL simply because a lot of the girls that are size 2XL, 3XL, 4XL, and 5XL can't just get t-shirts every single place that a size small and medium girl can. Okay, so that is my targeted niche. My audience, even though I sell clothes from sizes small to 5XL, is specific for mostly thick girls. Like, a lot of my best sellers have thick in the name, thick AF, thick thighs and pretty eyes. Those are a couple of my slogans. Those are tailored to girls that exude thickness. Okay. So when it comes to your niche, the more detailed your niche is, especially in 2024, because as we can see, the platform has become more and more saturated. So the more tailored your niche is, the better off you'll be. Okay. Now, when it comes to how you choose to showcase your Instagram or your TikTok, you want to start with what exactly you do. Okay. I make clothing for moms. Okay. What kind of mom? I make clothing for moms that are, let's see, moms that want comfy clothing that is relaxing and that they can lounge around in. Okay. Or I make clothing for pregnant women. Okay. Pregnant women that want comfy loungy wear. All right. Or I help, like I said before, I help women find homes. Okay. So when it comes to your bio, you really want to get down to what you do and how you help. So starting with I do this, I help people do this. What is the purpose of your actual platform? Okay. That's also helpful on TikTok too, is I help people enhance their credit score. I help people come up with better marketing plans. I help people achieve a better return of investment on their business. Okay. So when it comes to creating a social media presence, we want to get down to what exactly you do. A lot of times on the social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, a lot of people are just thinking like, oh, well, I like to travel, so I'm going to post travel stuff. Okay, seeing you travel is incredible. And I mean, that's great. And that can be inspiring for aspiring travelers. However, how are you helping people? So instead of I post travel content, maybe something like I help busy people figure out the best and most economical ways to travel. I help people travel with an affordable budget. I help people that might not have the income to travel figure out economical ways to travel. So the more specific your niche is, the better off you're going to be on these platforms. Okay. Now, talking to the aspiring artists out there, like, hello, shout out to rappers. So many of my friends have like decided that they want to be rappers, they want to be artists. And I think that is so dope. And I want to not to like scare you guys, but to prepare you all that the music industry is one of the hardest, if not the hardest industries to get into. However, what has changed? It's not passing out your mixtape anymore, right? Now it's getting the fuck on social media and pushing yourself on social media, developing an audience on social media. How can you do that? Well, you can do covers on social media. You can just sing original content on social media. And as I've said before, people like Ella May, who did covers on social media, was able to get to where she was through social media. So to my aspiring artists out there, to my rappers, really use the platform. And going back to your niche, okay? What kind of artist are you going to be? Maybe you're an artist that's like, I rap about what's really going on in my community, right? I rap about cleaning up bettering our community and staying away from gun violence. I rap about the importance of self-love, the importance of mental health. So really deep diving into your niche. Now, as a business owner, going on the business side, why do you feel that social media is important? Well, so many reasons. For one, you can engage with your customers. You can figure out what your customers want. Doing things like polls on social media. What is a poll? It's a way for you to ask your audience certain questions, okay? Like, what do you think about this color? What do you think about this design? What do you think about this new item that I'm producing? Those are things that you can do to engage with your audience. So as a business owner, it is a vital. And you'll see bigger companies, Panera, Starbucks, Dutch Brothers Coffee, like all of these big names, they all have presence on social media. Wingstop, they're all on social media. So you might think like, oh, well, big name companies, like they have tons and tons of marketing on TV, on YouTube, on other platforms. They have signs on the highway. They have, they already have marketing that's well known. They've well known brand names. Why do they need to be on social media? It's so they can figure out exactly what their audience wants. And another thing that I'm seeing is that a lot of business owners are starting to engage with influencers as well. So these big names, these Wingstops and these things like that, they're starting to engage with influencers like food critics like Keith Lee. Okay. he's starting to get endorsements from big restaurants, big companies, these big chains that want to reach their audience on social media. They want to really connect with the social media audience and who's on there. Now in 2024, people want to connect with the everyday user. And the best way to do that is the social media platforms. Now, what are the best platforms to get on? It really goes down to your audience. It really goes down to like, who are you trying to target? And it goes down to your niche. Okay. I would say the best platforms, the top three: Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Okay. Instagram for sure, and definitely TikTok. Even though, there's speculation that they may ban TikTok. For now, TikTok is still here. It's still prevalent, and TikTok is making a lot of people a lot of money. So getting on the platform and posting content. Now, what type of content are they looking for on Instagram and on TikTok, and on Facebook? Original content. Okay. So they're looking for you to really come up with creative and original content. A lot of people think that TikTok is just dancing videos because that's kind of how it started. Remember back in 2020 when everybody was just doing dance trend after dance trend? It's really not like that anymore. Like, yes, there are dances that everybody is doing and those are fun, but a lot of people are posting longer content, longer form videos. And that's what TikTok is pushing. They want original content and longer form type of videos. So really think about that as you are, thinking about what type of content you want to post and how you want to go about it. Also, I think you should create a content strategy calendar of how many times you want to post every single week, what type of content you want to post, and how you want to go about your presentation on the platform. So, and then also note that what you post on Instagram and Facebook might be a little bit different from TikTok. For Instagram, you might want to post a carousel or photos. For TikTok, TikTok is all about videos. Now you can post photos in like a little slideshow. However, because I'm seeing the photos on the slideshows are doing pretty well and are getting that traffic. However, TikTok is known for video content. So the content that you see mostly on the For You page, and if you guys didn't know, the For You page is like where you see the most trending content are videos. So thinking about videos, okay? On Facebook, Facebook's got all kinds of stuff. They have the Facebook Reels that you see, and they also have a lot of photos that you're seeing as well. So thinking about those three platforms, okay, and really honing in on those three platforms. Showing off what it is that you're selling or promoting. All right. Maybe you've decided that you want to do a conference, okay? A self-help conference, or a how to grow your business conference, or how to increase your credit score, or maybe you're doing a how to do your taxes type of conference, okay? Using social media to promote that. And again, it goes back to your niche and your audience. Really think about those things. So going back to the content calendar, thinking about how you are going to post and posting accordingly, okay? Having a plan before you just post on social media. I think so many people are like, oh my goodness, I have to post today. What am I going to post? I'm just going to, throw something up on the screen. No, have a plan, have a strategy calendar. Monday, I'm going to post this. Tuesday, I'm going to post this. Wednesday, I'm going to post this. Another tip that I've learned is, in terms of how to go viral really fast, is you've got to do your research on the platform. So a big thing is trending audio. So do your research. If you have a creator platform, sky's the limit in terms of trending audio that you can use, because you don't have to deal with the commercial licensing. If you are a business platform, it's a little bit like, I have a business platform. It's a little bit more challenging because you have to use a commercial free licensing music, meaning music that they have allowed businesses to use on the platform. So by going into TikTok, by going into Instagram, and by searching trending audio, okay, how do you do that? You go into the platform, you go into the audio, where the audio is, okay, and you search for what songs and what audio is trending, right? You also look and you see how many creators have actually used this audio. So you see, okay, I see so many creators have used this audio. And then you also click on those videos of the trending audio. So you're clicking on it and you're seeing, like, all right, this audio has been used so many times, right? Check out the comments. See what people are commenting in terms of these trending videos that have trending audio. If the comments are recent, then you know that this video has been trending recently, because it's all about recently trending things, right? We don't want to use the videos and audio that was trending 2 or 3 years ago. It might do okay, but we want to do what is trending right now. And trends are very quick. They like happen and then they're over. So really do deep dive and do your research on the platform. I would say once a week, maybe just spend time collecting audios, saving the audio to your account, so that you have a stack of audio ready to use. And then every time you're ready to post content, you have that audio saved. Another thing that you can do, this is for my business owners, this is for my artists, my creators, my influencers, my models. Every time, well, not like every time, but a lot of times when you're doing your day-to-day stuff, let's say you're a model and you are at a shoot, right? Have your tripod ready to go. Like, have your tripod stand, have your camera, and get B-roll. What is B-roll? B-roll is kind of like that background type of content, right? So it's like you maybe like packaging product, or you as a model, for example, doing a model walk at an audition, or going to a shoot and doing getting your makeup done, or going to a shoot and while as they're taking photos of you, you have your tripod set up. Obviously, you know, you have to, depending on who it is you're working with, you have to make sure that that's okay. But making sure you have a plethora of B-roll in your camera. If you're a travel influencer or travel creator, making sure that when you're going on your vacations, you have your tripod with you ready to go. And that, like, things like getting on the plane, and before the plane takes off, you're like filming the clouds and stuff like that. I've seen that's really been really popular. Or doing a cute little entryway, like as you're walking into the hotel, filming like, oh, this is me going into the hotel. Like, day in the life and get ready with me content is gold, is solid. That's what people are really, really looking for. People really want to get to know you. And the more like specific you are in terms of how you're posting and presenting yourself, the more people really want to like tune in and deep dive into your content. I think the thing that is trending right now, like I said, get ready with me, behind the scenes, why I created what I created, how I started my business, why I started my business. People really want to know the user, okay? And I think something that influencers and creators and small businesses can deliver that bigger businesses sometimes don't deliver is they can show like the face of the owner of the business, right? They can say like, hey, here's me packaging your product. Here's me showing you how I did it and why I did it, and really deep diving in why I even created the business and what the purpose of the business is. People really want to get to know you. That's the thing, is people have now people have become very much more intelligent in terms of why they're shopping with certain brands. They want things that are ethically made. What is ethically made? They don't want things that are made in the sweatshop in China. They want things that have been made ethically. So they've been made with people that have been paid properly. People want things that are comfortable. They don't want just random t-shirts that have just been thrown together. They want shirts that are very, very soft, that are very comfortable, loungewear that feels good, okay? They want people that have really thought through what type of content that they're going to post. They don't want people that are just like, oh, well, you know, I did such and such show with Oprah and I've been featured on this and I've been featured on that. Okay. They really want to get to know you. They want you to break down how you became successful and what type of things you've gone through. People really want to know those intricate details about how you became, how you got to be where you got to be. So the more you share that with the audience, the more they're really going to like dig what it is you're doing. And I think especially for artists, creatives out there, like showing that behind the scenes, how you got started, how you grew to be where you are is gold. And I think about artists like Cardi B, for example. Cardi B showed you like she's been on social media for so long and she grew an audience like while she was in the strip club, while she was on Love and Hip Hop. She had an audience on social media that was very strong of her just doing funny stuff, showcasing stuff. And some of her audio, even today, even now that she is a successful rapper, is still trending, right? You're still seeing some of the audio and videos that she did way back when, simply because she grew an audience from doing things like being funny and showcasing who she is authentically. Okay. So don't be afraid to show the not so perfect side of yourself. It's totally okay. All right. I also think it's important to have social media goals and not just like, oh, I want to grow 100,000 followers. Like, no, start with goals that are more so things that that you can accomplish. Like, I want to post 5 times a day, or I'm sorry, 5 times a week. Okay. Now, when it comes to how many times you should post a day, again, it goes to your goals. So, what I've been researching now, it used to be a lot different. Like, I noticed at one point in time at my peak, maybe 2019, 2020, I was posting like 6 to 8 times a day. I know, crazy, right? And I was just posting, posting, posting. And I noticed that companies like Shade Room and Hollywood Unlocked were posting about 24 times a day, like once an hour, every single day. And I've noticed that now they've dropped it down a little bit, and now a lot of content creators are telling you that you can post about once a day. Once a day is a good healthy medium, or maybe just Monday through Friday. Also, you want to be very consistent on the platform. And again, regardless if you are starting a business or if you're just using it for fun, but kind of want to grow a following just in case you want to sell something in the future, or have a conference in the future, or do something in the future and you want to grow an audience now. Or maybe you want to be a model in the future and you want to have an audience kind of ready with you and following you on your journey of aspiring model to professional model. Okay. Again, it goes with having a plan and figuring out how many times you can post consistently. Consistency is the key. Don't just post and ghost. Don't just post once and then like 3 or 4 months later, hey, here I am again. Like, actually deep dive into the platform and post consistently. So once a day, I think, is something that people can adhere to. If once a day is a little too much for you, then try to just do it Monday through Friday, or try every other day. If not, maybe 3 times a week. Okay. I would say 3 times a week should be the bare minimum. Okay. So we also talked about creating a strategy, going back to the content creation calendar, a content creation strategy. For me, I use an app called Trello. Trello is a free app where you can actually, it's a board, right? It's like a digital board where you can post like ideas in there and you can move columns over, which is what I really love. So like I'll have March ideas, I'll have April ideas, okay? And then I'll just move things over from March to April. This is what I want to do this month, this is what I want to do next month, and then I'll have weekly tasks and monthly tasks. And I kind of move things over as I see fit. Okay? Things to consider is first, before you, like, as you're getting all this information, your brain's probably like, okay, what do I do first? All right. So first, you want to look at the presence that you've already created. What platforms are you already on first, and kind of decide where you want to go. If this episode has really motivated you to start a TikTok, before you get on the platform, okay? I suggest you look through content that's already on your phone, right? This is after finding your niche, after deciding what you want to do in terms of like what business you want to start, or who, what kind of audience you want to have, what's your target audience, all of those things, like what kind of platform presence you want to have. So you decide all that first, right? And then you're like, okay, cool. I really want to do a TikTok. I want to talk about this. This is the audience I want. This is my niche. This is how I want to go about it. This is the business. Boom, perfect. Look through what content you already have that directly relates to the content that you're trying to produce, okay? Before you go out to produce new content and, potentially hire a photographer, a videographer, and spend a bunch of money, look in your phone to see what kind of content you already have. Going back to my artists, maybe you've done a show or an open mic night and you've got some really good footage from that show that you did. It doesn't matter if it was 4 or 5 years ago. If it looks good, if it has good audio, good lighting, good visuals to it, then go ahead and store that. So before you post anything, look through the content that you already have in your phone, and I would put that into an album so that you already have that content in an album, right? Ready to go. So I have an album in my phone called Content to Post. And as I'm going through my phone, and I do it every so often, I'll go through my phone and I'll look at past photo shoots that I've done, past events that I've been at, and I'll go and move things in Content to Post. That way, when you're ready to actually post, you have things ready and already lined up. So it goes back to a strategy, a plan, things to do. And we already talked about showing up consistently. Why? The more you show up consistently, the more the audience will follow you. If you're the post and ghost, meaning the person that posts once and then disappears for 3 or 4 months, your audience isn't really going to follow you and engage with you. Biggest thing as well, and I know I'm moving really fast here, but the biggest thing as well is also engagement. What is engagement? The comments, the likes, the feedback that you're getting, okay? If people are engaging with you, that is gold. What determines an influencer or a successful business owner is, rather, what determines those things? Well, those things are typically greatly determined by engagement. Who is really commenting? If people have enough time in their day and they're digging you enough that they are actually commenting on your posts, on your feed, things like that, then that's how you know you've got something. Somebody took time out of their day to be like, oh, this post is amazing. Or even if they disagree, like, girl, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you can engage, and you should engage with all of the comments that you're receiving on your page. Okay. Engage, go back with what it is that you've posted. And what that's going to do is increase the amount of comments that you're getting on every single post. So somebody posts, great post, and you post, oh, what'd you like most about it? And then you're having a conversation, and the more comments that you're getting, the stronger your post is going to perform. Okay. Social media can be very, very fun and can be very exciting. Like, yes, it can be difficult and it can be addicting for sure. But if you're using it for the right purposes, which is growing a business, growing a following, growing an audience, and again, it goes back to your why. We're not just doing shit just to do shit. Like, having a purpose in terms of why to even use social media in the first place, and how to use it in a creative way to grow an audience, grow a following, and actually make money. Now, the thing that has made me personally the most money has been engaging with influencers. So how does that work? Essentially, I have hired influencers who have worn my apparel and posted it on their page. So I've hired them, I've reached out to them in the DM, and don't be afraid to reach out to influencers or artists or things like that, people that have big followings, and say, like, hey, how much would you charge for a feed post? What's a feed post? A post that is posted on their feed. Okay. So you have their stories and you have their feed. They'll give you their rate, and you say, like, okay, well, what are your forms of payment? And some people will do it for apparel. They might like you so much that they'll do it for the product that you're selling. Like, oh, you sell jewelry? Like, oh, I love jewelry. Like, just send me like 5 or 6 pieces of jewelry and I'll post it on my feed. Okay. So regardless if it's a trade type of thing, if they're doing it with just product, or if they're doing it for an actual fee, that has actually made the most money for me on the platform, is getting influencers, people that have tons of followers, to post the product. So either I will pay them or they'll just post it in exchange for apparel. And they post it, and then they'll get tons of people that will like it, follow me, they'll comment, and then I'll get sales that way. And that has generated the most amount of money for me. And for me, I made 6 figures in 2020. And since then, and I was just shy of 6 figures in 2021, and it took like a little bit of a dip in 2022, and I'm kind of a little bit more of a dip in 2023, and then now I'm trying to bring it back up in 2024. So that's a big reason as to why I came up with this episode, is because as I'm doing this research of how to generate more revenue, I thought it would be good to kind of share this with you all in terms of how you can generate revenue. And let's make 6 figures together. Let's make 7 figures together. Let's become millionaires together, right? Using things like social media. Okay. Other things to think about. So we talked about why and how you can use social media. So, like, why? You can grow your business, you can grow an audience, you can generate revenue, you can make money, essentially, right? And other things that you can do, like you can build a following, build an audience. Like, these are so many things that you can do. So that's the why. How you can do it. So first, deciding what your niche is, your target audience. Okay, let's say you have all of those things. All right, going back to the content calendar, the strategy, how to break things down, right? Figuring out, like, okay, Monday I'm going to post this, Tuesday I'm going to post this. Also going by what is trending. What's trending in the media right now? Like, what are people searching for? To figure out what's trending, just go to your explore page on Instagram, go to your For You page on TikTok. We didn't get into X/Twitter. I still call it Twitter, but it's X now. So X. Sometimes I'll get on X and I'll see what's trending on X too, to see, like, okay, what are people like? What are they posting on X? Like, just to see what is trending. So figuring out what's trending and how you can post content in terms of what's trending, that's going to get more eyes on the platform. Okay. So those are some things to really think about in terms of why and how you can use social media to be a business owner and to grow your following, to grow as a business. Other things to think about is how to use social media without becoming so obsessed with it. Like, you don't want to be the type of person that's like every day, like, oh my, did my followers go up? Did it go up? Did it go up? Did it go up? Like, you want to be able to kind of compartmentalize and separate yourself from your business, meaning like, this is my business. This is what I do to make money, to generate revenue. However, like, I'm still a whole person outside of what I've generated, outside of the business that I've built or the audience that I've built. So making sure that you don't get too addicted to constantly being on the platform. Also, a good thing that you can do is pre-schedule the content. So you can use apps like Later, or you can just, Instagram has a pre-scheduling option. You can use apps like Repost, where you can pre-schedule content so that you don't have to constantly get on the app and post every single time, right? Now, I used to pre-schedule with Later, and then I noticed that I engage more and connect more when I just get on the platform and post. However, I've gotten a lot better at posting, and then I'll engage, and then I have my moments where I'm off of the platform, and then I'll get back on, off the platform, get back on throughout the day. So like, post once, I'll engage when I first post it, and then I'll wait like a few more hours. So it's kind of, I would say I would probably do it like 3 times a day. So I'll post like around middle of the day, and then I'll engage when I first post. Then I'll look back like later in the day, see if there's any other comments that I should engage with. And then later in the evening before bed, I'll look one more time just to see if there's anything that I can engage with. So do it in a way where you're not becoming like too consumed with it. Another thing to think about, people are spending hours, literally hours on social media. So if you're thinking like, social media, like, why even do it? Why even bother? Like, why use it to generate revenue? Well, for one, it's free, right? For two, it's, you can use your phone to do it all. So, and you have your phone with you every second of the day. So that part makes it a little bit easier. You can use your phone to generate some of this revenue and build this audience. So that's 2. 3, you probably already have content in your phone that's interesting that people would want to see. Thinking about like the stylists out there and the girls that thrift and everything like that. You've probably have like clothes and things like content that you've already, maybe taken pictures of and have already captured that you can go ahead and post. So there's that. And then there's 4, the fact that people are spending hours on the platform. So why not be on the platform and catch the wave? Okay. Why not? People are on this platform spending hours on it. It is become the entertainment that people are seeking. People are on social media now more than they're actually watching TV. Crazy, right? People are on YouTube. People are using YouTube now more than they're on TV. And now, as we see, people are kind of streaming more, right? They're using like Hulu and Netflix and stuff like that. So I say all that to say people are they're consuming media on their own time. And because social media is so vast and there's so many users on the platform, it's become, and it's on your phone, it's become so easy to consume. So if there's so many users on the platform, it's so easy to kind of get started, to be there. Why not be there? Okay. Some stats for you all. Okay. Like I said, people are spending hours on the platform. Going back to Facebook Facebook is the most popular global platform with a cross-generational demographic of nearly 3 billion monthly active users. Okay. Now, and that's from Investopedia. All right. So don't sleep on Facebook. Like, definitely use the other platforms, because the other platforms can generate a lot of income for you a little quicker, I would say. But one thing that I've noticed about Facebook are the Facebook groups out there. So let's say you want to flip furniture. Getting on things like Facebook Marketplace is a great way for you to flip furniture. Let's say you want to start a conference, or you want to do a conference or something like that. Being a part of some of the networking groups that are already on Facebook, and just posting in those groups like, hey, I'm doing a conference about Black entrepreneurship, or or about being a Black engineer. Those groups are gold. People that are already interested in that niche are already there. So one thing that Facebook has done really great in a way that Instagram and TikTok hasn't is detailing niches in groups that I haven't seen any other platform do. So that's really cool in terms of why to even use Facebook. And you're like, damn, I got to do all three? Yeah. Yeah. TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, I would say those are your top three. The others, I've heard a lot of good things about YouTube. I have a friend who used to work for Facebook, and he was telling me, like, you should definitely get on YouTube. I'm like, great. There's a fourth platform to get on. It's like, my goodness, you can't it's like, wow, it's so much. However, one thing I will say about YouTube is YouTube has, I would say, one of the most loyal audiences, because YouTube has longer form content videos. You can watch videos for 2-3 hours. People that are live streaming on YouTube for hours, hours and hours. And people are invested in it. A lot of people are watching YouTube from their TVs. Okay. So YouTube might be a good platform for you. However, it does take a little bit more time to do, but it might be a really good platform for you to consider being on. It's very difficult to grow an audience on YouTube, but once you have those subscribers, oh my gosh, the YouTube payouts in comparison to the other payouts are gold. YouTube pays way more than any other platform, just so you guys know. Now, Instagram does have creator payouts, so does TikTok. However, the YouTube payouts are bigger. Also, brand endorsements are larger on YouTube, meaning you'll have companies that will endorse your brand, that will pay you. They'll sponsor a video for you. And let's say you are a content creator that is talking about marketing, right? And let's say a company like Canva, which is an app that you can use to create marketing plans, right? Canva could sponsor you, pay you to promote them, and then you might even get a free Canva subscription, which it might be an app you're already using. So there's just another outlet, another platform that might be good for you. Now, I would suggest that if you don't have video background, to either, connect with a videographer, or just do a little bit more research before just getting on the platform. And before you do all of this, guys, really, it goes back to, like I said, the why and the content strategy. Okay. Now, if you are like really excited about this one, and you're like, all right, now I've written down things with YouTube, I would start first TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. And then as you are growing and things like that, and maybe generating revenue and building up, some money, then think about YouTube as like a future goal, just because it is a little bit more difficult. You're creating longer videos, longer content. A lot of times you have to put in timestamps on the video so that people can keep up with what you're saying and what you're doing. So just think about that as you are deciding whether you want to do YouTube or not. Okay. So to recap, we talked about why you should even think about social media, why you should use it, how you can generate money off of the platform, and ways that you can grow your audience, how to go about it. So again, first is the why. Why even do it? Second, building a strategy of how you're going to go about posting, okay? And how you're going to go about posting on specific platforms, because what might be best for Facebook might not be best for Instagram, might not be best for TikTok, all right? So thinking about how you're going to post on these 3 platforms, okay? Thinking about your niche and your target audience. And if you already have a business, still think about how you can really tailor into your niche. The more specific your niche is, and the more you deep dive into a specific niche, the better off you're going to be, the less saturated and the less competitors you're going to have. Okay. There's so much out there, right? But the more specific you can get, the better off you're going to be. Less competition, less saturation. Okay. So really think about that in terms of your niche. Don't just, oh, I'm going to come up with clubwear, right? Like everybody has clubwear. Everybody has clubwear. But plus size clubwear for girls that like to show midriff, for girls that like to show their titties, all that stuff, that is a little bit more difficult of a audience. Or not difficult, but it's a little bit less saturated. There's less companies that are doing clubwear for that specific audience versus people that are just doing clubwear for every single person out there. Okay. Now, I can share with you all other ways to make money on the platforms outside of the influencer marketing, which is what I talked about. Other ways that I have made money. So the number one way I've made it, as I said before, is the influencer marketing. So essentially hiring influencers to post my product. Another thing in ways I've made money is been TikTok. So how I've made money on TikTok is starting a TikTok shop. Now, TikTok shop does have a few requirements. You have to have 1,000 followers. So just keep that in mind. If you're just starting on TikTok, really work the platform, build your audience, come up with your content strategy, post consistently, get to your 1,000 followers, and then start your TikTok shop. So start your TikTok shop, Google it, figure it out, okay? Start your TikTok shop. Then as you are posting on TikTok, you can start tagging your products from your TikTok shop. Then they also have the TikTok affiliate program, okay? What is the TikTok affiliate program? Essentially what it is creators can make money. So this is a 2-part thing, right? The business owner can make money and the influencer or / creator can make money. So the creator, they see a product that they love on TikTok, they purchase it on TikTok, they buy it, and then they post the product and tag the product. Hey, this is where I got this product. And what happens? The business owner gets those sales based off of the affiliate that posted it. And then the affiliate / influencer / creator, same person, right, makes a commission off of it. So the TikTok affiliate program does wonders. And you guys, TikTok is changing lives out here. So I've sold now about 200 products on TikTok, and it has been great. Great for the business. It's helped rejuvenate the business. So that has been a second way that I've made money. So you can start a TikTok shop or you can become a TikTok affiliate. So Google both of those things to determine how to go about that way. In terms of becoming a TikTok affiliate, deep dive, do your research on that. But essentially, you can start buying products on TikTok, right? And make sure that it has commission on there, commission option available on there. Make sure it's not just a product that you're just buying, that it has commission on there, right? So you buy the product and maybe you set aside a little budget of like $100 of where you're going to buy the product, right? So you buy like 5 or 6 products, and then you come up with a way to creatively showcase this product, and then you're making commission on each product. Now, I did the math, and just in full transparency, out of the okay, so I had an influencer who posted, she has 24,000 followers on TikTok. She posted a video, it got 300,000 views. I got 70 sales from it. She made off of that video, I did the math, she made about $400 off of that. And all she did was post. Crazy, right? Crazy. So really think about those things. And again, she didn't have 1 million followers on TikTok. She didn't have hundreds of thousands. She had 24,000. So, and you can generate a following really fast on TikTok. So those are ways that you can make money. Now, talking a little bit, and I'll only talk briefly about this in terms of becoming an affiliate. There are full-time affiliates. So what she did as an affiliate, meaning getting commission based off of showcasing a product and getting a little kickback based off of each product sold, you can do that. There's an Amazon affiliate program. There is it's called the LTK, where you can post different products, right? Like different clothing products, right? And you can post a link to it on your Instagram, and people will pick those products, and you get a little kickback every single time someone purchases. And there's people making money off of that, off of affiliate links, okay? So think the normal consumer that is seeing like, oh, I really love this shirt, and you're posting this shirt, and they click on it and they buy it, and then you get a little kickback every single time. So the ways you can make money: business owner, reaching out to influencers. Okay, so influencers that have good followings, have good engagement. 2, making money on TikTok, creating a TikTok shop, and reaching out to, or I'm sorry, you don't have to reach out to these influencers, but creating a TikTok shop and tagging your product. And then 3, becoming a influencer and getting affiliates, or I'm sorry, becoming an influencer and purchasing products that you can be an affiliate for, or becoming a business owner and getting people that will be an affiliate for the product that you're selling. So many ways. Okay. So many ways that you can generate money. Now, I know this was a lot of information. Okay. So let's just take a breath here. All right. I know this was a lot of information, but again, it goes down to your why. Why? We could all use extra money. And when I really thought about why to do this episode, I really thought about the everyday person that already has a phone, that's probably already got an Instagram, that might already have a business idea, something that they've already been thinking about wanting to do. And they, for whatever reason, they just haven't like decided on how they want to go about it, how they want to do it. That business idea that you've been wanting to do, fucking do it. Make a plan. 2024, this is the year that you are going to start or grow that business. And how are you going to do it? My friend, social media. Let this episode be your encouragement and your inspiration to get started on social media, or to grow your following on social media. Okay. You're a creative, you're a painter, you're an artist, you're a graphic designer, you're a rapper, you're a singer. Use social media to grow your following. You can do it, and you will do it. Create a plan. Think through the content that you're going to post, how you're going to post it, and why you're going to post it. Think about the audience you want to build. You don't want to just have random people follow you. You want people that are following you that are going to buy your product, buy your service, stream your music, repost your audio that you're using. Okay, if you're an artist and you're coming up with like really cool, authentic songs, right? You have people that will repost and reuse that audio. So to recap, start that business, use social media, create a plan, figure out your target audience, figure out your niche, figure out your why, get on the platform, sell, do what you got to do to make that extra money and use a free way, free apps that can really help you generate money and might potentially change your life. So I hope this episode was useful to you. And, definitely tune in. And again, this is Ebony. The Identity is She. We talk about all aspects of self-love, being free in your identity, loving yourself, loving your life, no matter your shape, size, sexuality. And we talk about a lot of things in terms of mental health, loving who you are, all things about it. And I just thought this episode could be very helpful. So thank you all so much for tuning in. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your morning.